Philosophy versus science, where do we draw the line? Welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into a fascinating and often debated topic, the relationship between philosophy and science. These two fields have shaped human thought for centuries, each offering unique insights into our understanding of the world. While both seek to unravel the mysteries of existence, they do so in markedly different ways. So, where do we draw the line between philosophical inquiry and scientific investigation? Let's unpack this together and explore how these disciplines interact, overlap, and sometimes clash. First, let's establish what we mean by philosophy and science. Philosophy is the study of fundamental questions about existence, knowledge, values, reason, and reality. It often involves critical thinking and logical reasoning. Philosophers tackle questions that may not have definitive answers, questions that probe the very fabric of our beliefs and assumptions. Science, on the other hand, is a systematic enterprise that builds and organizes knowledge in the form of testable explanations and predictions about the universe. It relies heavily on empirical evidence gathered through observation and experimentation. Scientists aim to understand how things work by formulating hypotheses and conducting experiments to gather data. So while philosophy asks why things are the way they are, seeking deeper meaning, science often focuses on how things function in a measurable way. Let's delve deeper into their differences. Methodology. Philosophy employs methods like logical reasoning, dialectical discussion, and critical analysis. Philosophers often pose questions that may not have straightforward answers, such as, what is justice? Or, do we have free will? These inquiries invite us to reflect deeply on our beliefs and values. Empirical evidence. Science relies on observable phenomena and rigorous experimentation. Scientists formulate hypotheses based on existing knowledge and then conduct experiments to gather data. For instance, when studying gravity, scientists can measure its effects through experiments and formulate laws based on observable patterns. Certainty versus uncertainty. Scientific conclusions are often provisional. They can change with new evidence or discoveries. For example, theories in physics or biology may evolve as new data emerges. In contrast, philosophical conclusions may be less about reaching definitive answers and more about exploring ideas and concepts that challenge our understanding. Scope of inquiry. Philosophy often tackles broader questions about existence and morality that may not be directly testable or observable. Science typically focuses on specific phenomena that can be measured or quantified. This distinction shapes how each discipline approaches knowledge. Now let's explore where these two fields overlap. Philosophy of science. This branch examines the foundations, methods, and implications of science itself. Questions like, what constitutes a scientific theory? Or, what is the role of ethics in scientific research? Are central here. Philosophers of science analyze how scientific knowledge is constructed and validated. Ethics and morality. Many scientific advancements raise ethical questions that require philosophical inquiry. For example, genetic engineering or artificial intelligence prompts us to consider moral implications, questions that science alone cannot answer. What responsibilities do scientists have when creating new technologies? How do we ensure ethical standards are upheld? Existential questions. Both fields address fundamental questions about existence. While science can explain how life began through theories like evolution or cosmology, philosophy asks deeper questions about why we exist at all. This intersection invites rich discussions about purpose, meaning, and human experience. Interdisciplinary collaboration. In recent years, we've seen increased collaboration between philosophers and scientists. For instance, discussions around consciousness involve both neuroscientific research and philosophical inquiry into what it means to be conscious. This blending of disciplines enriches our understanding of complex topics. Let's look at some real-world examples to illustrate these concepts. Climate change. Scientists provide data on climate patterns and predict future scenarios based on empirical evidence gathered from observations around the globe. However, philosophical discussions around climate change involve ethical considerations. What responsibilities do we have towards future generations? How do we balance economic growth with environmental sustainability? These questions require philosophical reflection alongside scientific data. Artificial intelligence. As AI technology advances rapidly, scientists focus on functionality, capabilities, and potential applications. Meanwhile, philosophers debate issues of consciousness. Can machines truly think? What rights should AI possess? As AI systems become more integrated into society, these philosophical inquiries become increasingly relevant. Medical ethics. In healthcare, scientific advancements such as gene editing raise profound ethical questions. While scientists can manipulate genetic material to potentially eradicate diseases, philosophers must grapple with issues like consent, equity in access to treatments, and the implications for human identity. These examples show how both disciplines contribute to our understanding of complex issues in our world today. So why is it crucial to recognize both philosophy and science? Holistic understanding. Relying solely on one discipline limits our perspective. Philosophy encourages critical thinking and ethical considerations that enrich scientific inquiry. By integrating insights from both fields, we can approach problems more comprehensively. Interdisciplinary dialogue. Engaging in conversations between philosophers and scientists fosters innovation. Many scientific breakthroughs stem from philosophical questioning about what is possible or ethical in our pursuit of knowledge. Informed decision-making. In a world facing complex challenges like climate change or technological advancements, integrating philosophical insights with scientific knowledge leads to more informed decisions that consider both empirical evidence and ethical implications. Encouraging curiosity. Both philosophy and science encourage curiosity about the world around us. They inspire us to ask questions that push boundaries and challenge established norms. In conclusion, while philosophy and science serve different purposes in our quest for knowledge, they are not mutually exclusive. Rather, they complement each other beautifully. Each discipline offers unique insights that enhance our understanding of the world around us. By appreciating both perspectives, we can navigate complex issues more effectively while fostering a culture of inquiry that values both empirical evidence and ethical reflection. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed this exploration of philosophy versus science, please like this video, subscribe for more engaging content on thought-provoking topics like this one, and share your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think? Where should we draw the line between these two fields? Let's keep this conversation going.